Well, good morning, friends. This is the devotional for Monday, March the 30th. I just wanted to share for a few minutes from some thoughts from our daily Bible reading today is from Deuteronomy. The reading is from Deuteronomy chapters 3 through 5, but I just want to share two verses from chapter 4 that stood out to me. So Deuteronomy chapter 4, verse 7 says this, and it's beautiful. For what great nation is there that has a God so near to it as the Lord our God is to us whenever we call upon him? I'll read that again. That's just a fantastic verse that Moses was speaking to the people of Israel. For what great nation is there that has a God so near to it as the Lord our God is to us whenever we call upon him? Moses was expressing that, the other gods of the nations that were false gods anyway were impersonal. They were not they were not gods that had the desire for a personal relationship with their people. And of course, they weren't real anyway. But Israel could rejoice that they had a God who was real, who was personal, and desired to have that relationship with them so that they could call upon him and he would be near to them. And for us as followers of Jesus Christ, we have that same thing. We have a God who is personal, who loves us, who listens to us, and who is near to us whenever we call upon him. And then in verse 29 of chapter 4, it says, "From there you will seek the Lord your God, and you will find him if you search after him with all your heart and with all your soul." We see statements like that numerous times in the Bible where he says, "You will seek the Lord your God, and you will find him if you search after him with all your heart and with all your soul." I just wanted to talk briefly again about prayer today. And while we're in this time where we have, many of us at least, have more time than we're used to having, we have less activities to be rushing to and fro to. We have maybe some more time at home. I want to encourage all of us just to be making that effort to spend time in prayer. And specifically, of course, we're needing to pray about this current crisis that we're in. We're needing to pray for the lives of people, and we're needing to pray that God's name would be glorified and that people would be drawn to faith in Jesus Christ. I had it on our calendar at First Baptist Church in Brownsville that we would be having 4 days of prayer starting this week, Monday through Thursday. And that's something we've tried to do every year in the days leading up to Easter, to be praying for our Easter services, to be praying for our neighbors. I've asked people to be praying specifically by name for people that we're trying to share our faith with. And also, we always have a list of all of our missionaries, and we pray for them, and we pray for other needs that might be happening in the church. And I decided, with all of this stuff being topsy-turvy and us not being able to meet together in person, I almost decided to just not worry about it this year. But then I was looking at my calendar and seeing those 4 days of prayer on there, and I thought, well, why would we cancel that? We need those 4 days of prayer now more than we ever have before. What we've normally done on those days is met together in person, and I've encouraged people to come for 1 hour or more, and we've prayed from 5 to 9 in the morning and 5 to 9 in the evenings those days. I decided, because of the situation being different, and I'm going to be asking everyone from First Baptist Church and maybe anyone who's watching this to commit to praying 1 hour a day for these 4 days. You can do anything for 4 days, right? 1 hour per day for these 4 days, Monday through Thursday. And I'm not going to worry about whether it's 5 to 9 a.m. or 5 to 9 p.m., whenever it works out for you in your schedule. But I want to just urge all of us to make a concerted effort to be praying. And for those of you that receive my emails that I send out once a week to our church, I'm going to be sending a link to our list of things that you can be praying about, that will help you get through an entire hour. But I just want to ask you that you would be praying for 1 hour a day for these 4 days. For some of us, that might be a lot. It might be a challenge, might be more than we're used to. But I want to ask that you would commit to doing that. You would give it your best effort. You'd ask the Lord to help you to do that. I would also love to know when you're praying, or just that you're praying. If you would email me or text me or put a comment on our YouTube page when you watch this video, or put a comment on Facebook or something, let me know that you're going to be praying each of these days. And if you want to tell me what hour of the day you'll be doing it, that would be great too, so that we can be united in our efforts to pray for God's blessing. 2 weeks from, less than 2 weeks from now, we'll be having Easter, and Easter is going to be very different this year. We'll be encouraging people to watch our Easter message and our songs on video instead of coming to our church building. But maybe God is intending to use this in a powerful way, because maybe more people are going to be willing from their homes or wherever they're at to watch an Easter message on their own phones or on their own computers. And so maybe this is still a great time for you to be inviting your friends to participate in Easter, to be challenging them to watch